One evening, a young man saw his primary school teacher at a wedding. He went to greet him with all the respect and admiration. He said to him, "Do you remember me, teacher?" No, I'm sorry. Please introduce yourself," said the teacher. "I was your student back in the 3rd grade. I am the one who stole the watch of a child in the classroom, remember?" said the student. The teacher kept mum, so the student continued. "Sir, one of the boys in my class had a beautiful watch. So I decided to steal it one day. But he came to you crying that someone had stolen his watch. So you asked all of us to stand in a line so as to search our pockets. I realized then that my action would be exposed in front of all the students and teachers. I will be called a thief, a liar, and my character will be shattered forever. You asked us to stand and face the wall and to close our eyes completely. You went searching from pocket to pocket. And when you reached my pocket, you pulled out the watch. But yet, you continued to search until the last student. After you finished, you asked us to open our eyes and sit on our chairs. I was so afraid you will expose me in front of the other students. You showed the watch to the class and gave it back to the boy. But you never mentioned the name of the one who stole the watch. You never said a word to me, and you never mentioned the story to anyone. Throughout my school life, none of the teachers nor the students talked about me stealing the watch. You saved my dignity that day. The teacher smiled and said, "You see, all this while I didn't know who stole the watch. I actually never wanted to know. And so that day, I searched your pockets with my eyes closed as well." The student gazed at his teacher in amazement. So great were his principles that he had saved the dignity of his student, not only in front of the whole school, but also in front of his own self. The great teacher, Jesus Christ, said, "If any of you is without sin, let him be the first to throw a stone at her." We all make mistakes, and we will always find someone who makes a mistake in front of us. But usually, we are very severe with others. We remind others of their errors, curse them until they feel ashamed. However, we should learn to deal with the mistakes of others with wisdom. Rather than humiliating someone, we must teach them by giving them a greater example from which they can learn or aspire to be. The student who stole the watch realized every day that he could have lost his dignity had the teacher exposed him. He would have learned the same lesson if he were exposed, but it would have taken down his self-esteem for the rest of his life. But instead, he learned his lesson in a positive way. And this is the way we all must inculcate as parents, teachers, friends, or professionals while dealing with the mistake of others. Thanks for watching. And if you find inspiration in wise words and stories, please subscribe to my channel for more. And stay simply wise.